Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another Living World of Darkness, Rage across New York, werewolf venue. Today starts off with Alonna just coming from spending willpower to learn the rituals of I think it's the Cardboard Palace, whichever one. I have it marked down. Uh, she's gone to learn it, and she's finally learned that one. It just puts her a step closer to personally being ready for the Amazon. And she's making her way back towards the club cabins. It's kind of like a central point for her nowadays, as she's been doing things. She's quite bundled up, though. It's cool around New York, but she's bundled up more like it's cold and snowing. And as she makes her way and sits on the porch of Olaf's cabin,
As she arrives around the near the cup cabin, she'll see Aiden and he's himself learning a rite, learning Guard of the Departed. Here's a roll. I use one willpower, and let's see. Oh, well, thank God I used will one power. Otherwise, it would not. But yeah, so he's learning his own rite, and he sees her, and he'll smile, and he actually starts walking over.
she seems very wide-eyed and
Versus
like just looking around, almost looking occasionally, just looking up, like she's watching something fall.
he shows his throat, shows his belly, and looks to where she was looking.
You
What you looking at?
see the normal sky up above. Um, uh, just looking at a different perspective, I suppose you could say. I, that's definitely what it is, a different perspective. You can get up, Pop.
Is and he'll get up. Is that different perspective what's been making you smile lately?
It's part of what it is, and but it's not all of it. It's definitely a part of it, though.
So, well, if I may ask, you don't have to answer, of course. You do what you want. Free woman. But what has got you smiling?
And let's see if she can keep from blushing. This is manipulate. Nope, she just starts. She blushes a little bit and kind of puts out her hand like she's catching something. To you, she just has her hand out, but to her, it's starting to collect with snow.
He sees her blushing. He'll smile. Have you met someone? You've met someone, haven't you?
What makes you think that, lad?
You're blushing. Like as if you were thinking of someone. Someone that makes you happy, someone that makes you smile.
Well, that might be an accurate assumption then. I'm thinking of someone.
Is it Valeria?
Nay. Though she is a pretty lass.
Definitely not gonna argue on that one. But hey, you've met someone. That's good. And he'll smile at her.
I I even introduced her to Stoneclaw.
So how'd the meeting go?
I'd say it went well. Uh, she kind of pats the snow in her hand together, making a small snowball in her mind, or in her perspective. You see her kind of mimicking out almost the act of making a snowball.
You're going to throw that imaginary snowball at me?
I was just gonna toss it. Besides, I don't know that you can you see it, and she holds up her hand holding the snowball.
I can't see. Oh, I think I know what's going on. So it's
Do you now?
so it's not Valeria, but it's definitely another fairy, right?
And she leans back and just chucks the snowball as far as she can.
He'll like put his hand over his eyes, like he's looking. Wow, that went far. I'm guessing.
What makes you think it's a fairy that's got my interest? And she kind of put leans forward on her elbows on her knees, her chin on her hands as she looks at you.
Chloe told me about fairies making you able to making other people see, be able to see what they see. You seem to be seeing things that aren't there. So either you're crazy, or it looks like you're seeing things that aren't there. So maybe it's that.
Maybe I'm crazy. And she has a kind of almost a mischievous grin on her face. Maybe I am. That doesn't explain that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Pretty sure I'm not crazy.
Huh, well, so you have a fairy friend. That's cool. That's cool. I want a fairy friend. I have got to make a fairy friend.
Well, I don't know how well you're gonna do with that, but best of luck with you.
Maybe he'll smell.
Not entirely sure how I ended up with one. She says she likes my accent. Do I have an accent?
Yes, you do. You well, aren't you from Ireland? I mean, it's kind of sounds like you're from Ireland. Actually, you told me you were from Ireland, so yes, you have an Irish accent.
Oh, so just because I'm from Ireland, I now have an accent. Are you sure you're not the ones with accents and you just can't understand proper speech?
Oh, no, not everyone from Ireland has an accent, but you have one.
Oh, so you're saying that I may not have one, but you think because I might have an accent or what you think is an accent, I'm then from Ireland and, or I may not be from Ireland. Is that what you're telling me?
You're making my head hurt.
I think I might have been spending a bit much too much time around her. That's alright, kitten. I know how to take care of that. And she kind of licks her lips.
So how have you been going?
I've been well. Busy. Making sure I get everything I need done.
That's always good. I mean,
And how are you doing?
there's a few things. All right, I'm got my second rite of accomplishment done. Shouldn't be
Congratulations.
hopefully it shouldn't be too long till I'm clear, and then I'll be able to be an actual part of the well.
The nation.
I'll be able to find a pack, and I'll be able to do stuff around the sept, more useful stuff.
Just remember, make sure you do all your learning while you're a cub. Because once you're a Cleoth, mistakes aren't looked at kindly.
Yeah, I'll make sure to learn everything.
Ken the Cleoth isn't a race. Everyone gets there when they're ready.
Hmm, true, true. Very interesting. I'll make sure not to go too quick. I've been looking into joining either the Children of Gaia or the Stargazers as well. Mm.
Have you?
Maybe Children of Gaia.
Both are excellent tribes.
All tribes have their strong points. It's about which one feels more, well, one feels closer to.
Aye, that's very true. And if those are the ones you feel connected to, then by all means.
And he'll lie down on the floor. Ah, it's good being here. It's comfy here. I, it's going to be a lot more dangerous once we're in the Amazon.
Aye, that it will be.
But hey, a challenge is stronger in the end if we achieve it. So as much as I'm good here and I'll make the most of it, most of being safe here, I guess some way I'm looking forward to the Amazon if it makes me stronger.
Only makes you stronger if you survive. Don't do anything unnecessary.
Oh no, not going to. I'm going to try and not kill myself or get myself killed.
Well, that's good. Hopefully you don't try and get those around you killed either. That'd be just as bad, if not worse.
Probably worse. Probably worse.
Especially in the Amazon, because then you'd probably be on your own and the likelihood of making it back would become much slimmer.
Yeah. I guess we are all going to go on a diet out there.
We are. Thought so.
But hey, it's a challenge, and if we survive, we're going to get stronger. So I'm going to make the most of it.
Aye. Just remember, you're a wolf. You can hunt. You don't have to go on a diet. Just be careful what you find. Have you been studying up on the animals? Know which ones are poisonous?
I should look into that, shouldn't I?
Aye. Just in case there are certain ones that even our hardy immune systems can't handle. You'll be better prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion, though.
Wonder if you can eat an anaconda. And he starts thinking,
She glowers at you. I wouldn't do that myself.
hey, some people eat snakes.
Aye, some people do.
Never had it. And like anaconda is one big snake.
Aye, she is.
But yeah, there are plenty of animals, so I guess you're right. If I hunt as a wolf, I'll find food. We'll find food.
And with a bit of a sort of a snuffling sound because no one's trying to hide anything. You guys can hear that there is someone coming towards you. If you look up, you can see that it is Chloe in lupus form, who seems to be following a scent.
Alonna cocks her head.
Hey.
Aiden sees her, smiles.
I was looking for
Hello,
you.
and he
Yeah, she looks towards Alonna. She's like, I was trying to find you.
Well, you've done so. And she kind of tilts her head back, baring her neck.
She just stares at her for a second. Being as how in lupus it's difficult to get all the way up to a human's neck.
She's sitting down.
Oh, that's okay. Then she'll go nip. It's fairly
yeah,
normal.
Aiden is also on the floor by now. He's showing his throat and belly.
She'll do the same to him. And then she'll kind of sit back like, more normally with them. This isn't necessarily the best place to ask, but I'm going to anyway. Hope you can forgive me. I mean, if I interrupted something, by all means, I could wait a moment, but it's not an emergency.
Yep.
Well, I just heard a bit of let's just say that one of my sisters came home the other day and mentioned that you were acting kind of weird. And I have my suspicions.
Acting weird. In what way?
Staring around like you'd never seen the place.
I have a new perspective at the moment on things.
Still,
At least for a time.
had a feeling. What you do is your business. I don't not too worried about it, to be honest. As long as you were willing, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure to realize that you should be pretty careful with that kind of thing around here. Not everybody's so friendly about it as I am.
That's why I've been doing my best to just keep my head down and do what I need to anyways. Regardless of snowfall or not. I've been trying to do what I have to, regardless of the snowfall.
I've experienced that before, and I do my best to not be here unless I really have to be. That's all. Obviously, we have our duties. We all do, but I was just checking. You're okay?
Aye. I'm very okay.
Okay. Then I'll leave that subject to itself because there are some very traditional people here. Forgive me, I recognize the signs.
Nothing to forgive. You've done nothing wrong.
There's some strange things to see out there.
You could say that. And a look of wonderment and remembrance of the crazy stuff she saw yesterday.
Hey, look, my dice worked today, and I passed the curiosity roll.
Aiden will slowly pat Chloe. So, how have you been going?
Fine, I'm good. Just doing my thing.
And he'll scratch her around their ear, behind their ear.
She'll kind of perk up for a second and then settle back down. And she'll kind of nozzle up against him a little bit.
I'm taking the snuzzle.
It's a lot easier to find people when in this form. It's either this or GPS.
Oh, it's amazing. You can just smell them.
I'm not all about the GPS when I'm in here in the sept, though.
And his eyebrows go up and goes, the term smell you later takes a whole other meaning.
Yes. But I'm trusting that you all are going to bathe regularly so it doesn't become an unpleasant time when I come looking for you.
I bathe every day, so it should be good. Sometimes twice a day if I've been running around a lot.
Fair enough. Didn't mean to interrupt you guys, though.
It didn't.
Interrupt us.
You actually showed up right as a natural lull in the conversation.
I have such impeccable timing.
Always.
So it seems.
Always the Galliard being social, right?
Would expect nothing less.
It's not actually snowing, is it?
Nope.
Okay. But you're from warmer climates, right?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm not going to roll curiosity. She's just going to be like, why are you... I mean, I know it's cold, but it's not that cold. You could always just put on some fur, you know?
Aye, but it's harder to tend shrines and such without hands.
She makes imaginary snowballs. Well, imaginary to us. I guess it's not imaginary to her if she sees it.
And she's going to look at Aiden and just be like, I'm trusting that you know better than to talk about this conversation to too many people, right?
Oh no, it's between us. What comes out here stays here.
And she's going to give him kind of a very firm look, and then she'll nod. Because she has no reason to doubt his word. And then she's going to be like, okay, I get it now. I wasn't aware that that was the situation that way.
What way?
You know, with what you're seeing versus what I'm seeing.
Like I said, it's hard to tell what's going on or to do things without hands during the snowfall.
It's not snowing. That would be the point.
Aye. That's what part of me says.
I won't question it. I get it. I didn't have that problem. What happened to me, it was nice and bright in summer. Weirdest thing I saw was a Snorlax.
What's a Snorlax?
Wait, what?
I saw a
It's a
Snorlax.
Pokemon.
Yes.
Let's see.
And there was one.
Strangest thing I saw. That's quite a toss-up. There was the robot dragons racing down the street. There was the space heaters that turned into cannons. There were that little dragon thing that attacked us. There were all the strange looking folk.
Oh, I didn't go into their place. Maybe that's what you did.
Snowmen and presents in the snow. And it's a very strange evening. It's been snowing ever since. Everywhere.
Well, unless it snows for real. It'll probably stop snowing by tomorrow.
I suppose so. She said it should only last a couple days. And so it should be done by, or gone by midnightish tonight. At least for me.
Fair enough. I've been afraid to do that again because I didn't want to be like this until after we came back. I thought that it might not be the safest thing to do. And she shrugs. Well, should probably move on, I suppose. I just wanted to check in. And she's on the phone anyway. So, maybe I'll just take a moment to do a roll for her to learn her right. Wasn't it int and oh, she just left.
Something must have happened.
Yeah, but the scene says still live, so she might pop back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Was it int and rituals, right?
Yeah, and difficulty 10 minus rituals. Minus intelligence.
Yes. I'll wait until I see if she comes back. There's no point in making the roll if it isn't going to appear,
Yeah. I made my roll, I used with willpower, but the roll was 911. That mean I still managed to do it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it does. I'm not sure.
Willpower is a success regardless of if it was a botch before.
Okay.
I'm going to go for last blessing because now we have medicines on the sept again.
What does it do?
If a Metis dies, because they're born and they die in Krynos, so you can give it to a dying or just deceased Metis. It means that the corpse will assume the natural form which they preferred, which was either human or lupus.
Okay.
And since that way there's no veil breach after. Because the body will be not some weird thing. Are you there?
In theory.
Okay. Just checking because you disappeared and I wasn't sure if it made sense. I was going to go and make a roll real quick while you were sort of doing stuff. So yeah, I'll spend a willpower because I'd like to learn this ride. Didn't even need to. Look at that.
Yep.
Cool. I just learned Last Blessing. I'll just steal the link later. Anyway, you guys want to walk around a little bit? That'd be good to get the blood moving in this weather. It's a little cold.
He'll flip up. Yeah, let's walk.
Sure. Bit of walking will never hurt.
And she's going to actually shift to Hamid. And start walking that way, even though she's a little colder this way, but she does have on like warm clothing, so she's okay. So what have you guys been doing? Anything good?
Learning rights, learning to work with Kumba as a team. Just going through my normal god stuff. Alonna, and her look.
Hey, Nat, if
Yeah.
you're going to be that long, we could just end it.
And I guess they'll walk around for a bit. And Aiden just stretching, looking around.